Here we go, launching. Welcome, welcome. This is Unveiling Meditation. As many of you know, I am Kari Caldwell, Reverend Kari Caldwell, and the opportunity we are taking today is to balance and center and ground ourselves in the height of this incredible eclipse season that we are in. We just came out of our solar eclipse at the beginning of the month, and we are now, or at very end of April, I should say, last day of April, and we are now this next weekend heading into the lunar eclipse, and it is a blood moon, meaning it will be a full eclipse of the moon, which will cause the moon to turn bright red, and pretty exciting, pretty dramatic. I think it's going to happen in the evening, probably around midnight. I think I saw between 10 or midnight our time here on the East Coast. Whew. And I'm not sure about all of you, but the energies have been rocking and rolling and roiling as they always do in eclipse season. And so self-care, checking in, being present with each other, for each other in this energetic space is what it is all about, which we are here to do. So let's get in and do it. As you know, I love to have a goddess theme, some mythology to guide us through, to help us deepen into our meditation. And so today we are working with the goddess Sekhmet. Let me go ahead and start a recording and we will rock and roll. All right, welcome, taking a nice deep breath in. Just drawing that oxygen into your lungs, the start of the day, the start of you connecting deeply to your inner intuitive world, that inner space. No matter how on track or on point you have felt or completely off the rails, no matter where you are landing as you find yourself coming into this meditation today, we get to come back to center. Come back to center, and we're going to do some specific work with some ancestral lineage and also, as I mentioned, the goddess Sekhmet. Sekhmet is our goddess who we call upon. She is part of the Egyptian pantheon, and she is the archetype of transformation, of burning in the flames, of fierceness. And for all the times when maybe problems or challenges or things aren't clear in terms of what it is that's bugging us, what may be interrupting our patterns that we can't quite get a grasp on, I find this archetype is the archetype with the ability to clear the path, pave the way through the challenges, through the confusion, so that your thoughts, everything gets, I like to say, go from that snarled, tangled knot in your hair to being brushed out, nice, smooth, and clean. And so that's our goal today. And actually for this week is through working with the ancestors to be able to drop in and clean up, untangle some of those snarls, because this is the gift of the eclipse season, is that it sheds light in places where energetically we may not always be able to connect to. So as we connect with it, that's why eclipses are known for kind of creating challenging energy, because suddenly you're confronted with things, energetics that you may or may not see. And so your call to soul care, self-care, deepening into this quiet time and space for yourself is that archetype of Sekhmet already running in your subconscious. She's already there saying, boom, I'm going to set up some boundaries and really carve out the space for myself to drop in. And so taking another nice deep breath in, building that energy. And I'm going to invite you to really challenge yourself in the next 4 to 6 breaths. Really take some nice focused breaths, breathing intentionally in, no matter what you are doing in this moment in time, breathing in exhaling through the mouth, nice forceful breath, again, through the nose. Nice forceful breath through the mouth, calling on that fiery breath. Continue with that breath, holding that pace, that rhythm. Nice one breath connecting to the next exhale, connecting to the inhale. Keep that rhythm going. I am not going to push you too much further on these, so take advantage of it while we're doing it. Nice, consistent fire breath. In and out, one breath to the next, rolling together, feeling that heat and that fire rising, that continuation. I'm going to count on you to keep it going for about 30 more seconds. One breath in, nice exhale. I want to hear all of you through the ethers, feel that fire burning as our group, as this moment in time, as we come together, as we build into that fiery energy within the body, carving out the space, burning through the congestion, the impatience, the chaos in the mind, just focusing in on that breath, using it about 15 more seconds, allowing Sekhmet to become our ally. Sekhmet, the goddess, couple more breaths, keep going, the goddess of fierceness, the goddess who engages in death and destruction, transformation, so that you may be rebirthed anew. Let's do two more nice, really, really make them your best two. And then glide in the moment. Sekhmet is also known to be a partner and ally to the goddess Mat. Mat, the goddess in the Egyptian pantheon, whose job was to decide, to be that scale, that balance. And so as we call in our own inner Mat, creating the balance, the harmonization between the noise and the heat and the congestion and the chaos of our mind, using our breath to come back to center as you glide right now. Allowing each breath, each exhale to just sigh and feel your body riding on that oxygen, that charge of the oxygen and the fire, the quiet, the stillness in your mind as we begin our journey into our meditation today. Go ahead and lick your lips, relax your jaw, allow your body to sink even deeper into the moment, even deeper in. Nice big exhale. Again, I would love to hear you through the ethers. That sigh matters. There is a releasing of those shadow aspects being charged up in this incredible eclipse that we are heading into in Scorpio. In our body, in the waters of our body, the emotions, allowing the quiet, the calm, the rumbling and the roiling, for those pieces that are hard or more challenging to see, to be our intention today, so that we may release, cleanse, clear, let go, whatever it is you're needing to do. As we begin our journey with our light link, go ahead and bring your middle finger to thumb. And on your inhale, extend your consciousness all the way up into that soul star chakra, up into the sun, the light, to all is one. And as you imagine that cord on that next breath in, we find your purpose, your connection to your angels, your guides, that remembering as you imagine the sun shining down upon you, feeling, allowing your mind to simply drift, to glide in this moment as that sun floods in and you let yourself be in this moment, noticing in your body any tension, taking a breath and surrendering, letting those muscles let go one layer deeper. Another breath. As you inhale, raising the consciousness up to the sun again, looking back up, imagining a bird flying across the sky, a cloud drifting across the sun, feeling the air and the fiery intuition as you allow your inner vision to call forward these images, allow your imagination to feel what it is to stand in the sun, connecting to your purpose, your angels, your guides. Do you feel the breeze in the trees, the sound, the rhythm of the ocean? Or maybe the birds singing. Again, using that breath one more time, lifting up. Inhale, one more glance at the sky, up towards the sun. And as you settle, like a drop in the energy, bringing all of your focus back down and into your body, into the earth, as though you've gone from gazing up at the sun and allowed that sunshine to illuminate, as though you'd been standing in darkness. And as you gaze down, you're suddenly illuminated in your mind's eye from your head in the warmth of the sun all the way down to your feet, landing forcefully as though you've just dropped from a big jump down onto the earth, feeling the impact from having jumped off a high step and landing so forcefully that you land like that lion or that cat crouching down, feeling the earth beneath your hands and your feet, feeling that impact, that shudder, the absorption into the body as your muscles and your bones take in the weight of gravity, forcefully encountering the skin beneath your feet, reverberating up through your legs, your hips, your spine, and back to your head as you gaze down at the earth. What do you find beneath your feet and your hands crouched down? Is it a handful of grass? A handful of sand? The edge of a beautiful clear pond? Land here now. Allow your mind to take you, to carry you to that element that your body is needing. Maybe you find yourself landing in the heat of the desert, the fiery earth, hot beneath your skin. And instead of jumping away from the heat, you sink into it, knowing, trusting that you can endure the heat, allowing the body, your temperature to rise, taking a few breaths in, just being present to the heat of the moment, to the heat that your body is calling up. We already stoked this fire with that fiery breath, imagining the heat rising as though you stepped onto the hot beach or sand, or the pavement. And again, instead of jumping away as we usually do or saying hot, 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 sink in. Let your body take this heat in. It can absolutely handle it. Just breathe, bringing your mind to center, focusing in. Breathe as we drop in. Now, shifting your focus into the earth beneath the surface. Noticing where that fire, the heat of the earth is kindled. We often think of the sun above as being the source of heat, and yes, it warms the earth. But as you drop deeper, the earth too is holding its own heat, its own fire, dropping into that crystal quartz, that molten core, dropping in simply to your earth chakra, about 2 feet, 12 inches to 2 feet beneath the earth. Go ahead and just shift your focus, that cord, down and in as you allow the heat of the earth, the fire, to assimilate, your body to feel comfortable. Your mind, it's our mind that wanted to jump away from that overwhelming heat, but our bodies can take it. And as the mind settles, what is unveiled beneath the surface is that fiery core just beneath. Go ahead and lick your lips. Imagine wiping your brow. Take that breath in. I want to hear this breath again through the ethers. Nice deep inhale and huge exhale. Releasing some of that fiery energy in your body, coming into focus. And as promised, today's journey, where Sekhmet, through her fiery force, is guiding us, is into the realm of our ancestors. And so as you stand or kneel, or maybe you're even comfortable enough to sit in the fire, to sit in this earth star chakra, however you find yourself, take note right now. Speak it out loud where you are, in the flame, in the grass, wherever you may be. Let yourself feel this deeply. And as you do, as you take this stand, feel those ancestors lining up behind you. For within this earth chakra is this realm, is this space of these ancestors. Breathe into them. Behind your left side, your mother and your father. Feel them behind you. Your mother to your left, your father to your right. Go ahead and roll your shoulders, creating space, allowing that fire to release the ways in which you improperly hold mom and dad and their energy, whether they're here still walking this earth walk or having transcended it. Allowing that fire, that flame, to be your inner ring of fire, your space where you burn your own energy. And feel them just outside that ring of fire. And taking the next breath in and imagining your mother's parents, maternal grandparents, standing behind her. Feel them. Sense their presence. And the next breath, your paternal grandparents behind your right side. And another breath for your maternal great grandparents, both sides, mother and father, both sides. And another breath for your paternal great grandparents. Let's take a moment to acclimate here as you hold this energy of your lineage. And without your mind going too deep as the relationships become less and less known. Simply feeling into the energetics of your ancestors, feeling into that beautiful ring of fire, that fiery energy that we are sitting in, deeply rooted into the earth. And as that spiral down and into the earth chakra, just feeling the presence of that lineage. And as you do, breathing, we've burned a bunch of fire energy and we're sitting in the fire. And we are here today in the Scorpio energy to call forward the one emotion that you hear, feel, sense in this moment that you are so tired of, that you are exhausted to the core, and that in this moment you are taking a stand for no more. No more. And this is not only up to you. This is for you to look back up to that sunshine again and feel it shining down upon you, illuminating, as though there's that snarl or tangle in the necklace, the tangle in your hair, that knot in the line. What do we do to it when there is a knot there? We massage it, we work it. Oftentimes in our ancestry, it may be old and dried like a hard, tight, leathery knot. Using that sunshine, coming back to center in your presence, all of the elements. Let yourself, now that we've called forward this knot, call upon your environment. Call upon this Scorpio energy, the waters that cool us, to begin to feel the cooling, the releasing, the opening of what is no longer serving, the hydration, so that knot is no longer dry and tight. As you claim your own responsibility, as you can see in this moment, again, without needing to think about or tell stories about this ancestry, just trusting that whatever is here and whatever is unraveling is not yours. And for some of you, you may feel called to just cut the cord. If that's the case, I invite you now to do so. For others, you may feel compelled to work that knot loose, to massage it, to push, to pull the threads through, to unwind it. Don't focus on the story or the lineage or the emotion. Just imagine yourself sitting in the sun, back to the birds, feeling their presence, hearing their song, the wind in the trees, noticing where spirit takes you to, where your imagination takes you to, right here, right now, in this moment, taking a nice deep breath in, big exhale, and on the exhale, where do you find yourself? At the beach, on a mountain peak, deep in the forest? Let your soul soar as you release this knot. Feeling your wind, your hair blowing in the breeze, caught in the wind. Feeling your wings, if you were to imagine opening your arms, as though you're standing in front of one of those big fans and the wind is just blowing hard, and all of the heaviness of that air behind you, as though you're standing in that vacuum, is being sucked away into the earth, into Archangel Michael's tunnel of transmutation and transformation and healing, as you are flooded with a blue indigo light of cleansing and clearing. And as you now feel the calm, cool, collected peace, the laziness of the lion that Sekhmet is, envision her now, imagining that lion, no matter where you are, whether it's at the top of the mountain or at the beach, imagining her, that lioness, easily, like lions do, lazily basking in the sun or the shade, feeling the weight behind you being lifted, as though those wings that are before you that you can feel on your back are ready to open. All of that weight being released, all of that lineage that is not yours being set free right here, right now, in this moment, as you claim peace and calm, patience and love. Envisioning as though you were wearing a cloak that kept you veiled. Together right now, we're going to take another nice, deep, fiery breath. Imagine dropping that cloak to the ground and it falling in the same way you fell with a big impact. Now the cloak. And as though you're stepping out of that cloak, out of that ring of fire, rising like the phoenix, feeling your emotions, your body, everything lifting. Right here, right now, in this moment, claiming it. Gazing back up to that sun. Feeling its peace, feeling its calm. Telling yourself, this is my moment now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is my opportunity now. I did this for me to feel free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When we rise to the occasion and we summon that courage, that inner archetype of the Sekhmet who is there to guide us, to take us, when we focus on the beautiful energies that the cosmos is revealing through its stories, revealing to us the gifts and the opportunities to empower our soul to fly free, more and more free each and every day. That is your gift that you have just claimed for yourself today. And yet the heat will rise. The emotions will rise. We're in the thick of it now. So have the conversations. Be in integrity. Speak what needs to be spoken and speak it fast. Just say it, get it over with, move through it, shift it. Be present to it, be present to you. Write about it. Pray about it, whatever needs to happen. Trust that it will move. That this is the gift. No longer are you carrying the burden. As we work and continue to work with our ancestors, giving them thanks, for it's their blood we carry. It is that watery energy of the Scorpio that this eclipse is moving through that calls forward the awakening in this blood lineage, our ancestors. but their stories do not have to be our stories. And it is through days like today and weeks like this where we take the time to let go of those stories, cutting those cords and releasing the energetics, that we fully step into the power of me, the power of I, and the power of writing your dreams, your desires, your heart's greatest wishes into your destiny. May it be a beautiful, beautiful day. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Namaste.